Hello fellow Shadows, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about The Bad Batch, episode 8, which is called Reunion. So, this episode picks up where the last episode left off, and the Bad Batch is still on the planet. They're just trying to collect scrap, so the bounty hunter that they've been working for the last, 2 or 3 episodes will owe them. And they eventually get, eventually the Empire comes to the planet, in this case led by, Crosshair. And, pretty much when they get reunited, the Bad Batch tries to tell Crosshair you're being controlled by the inhibitor chip that the Kaminoans placed in our heads. And, Omega tries to back what Hunter, who was telling, Crosshair about this, up, but that doesn't care. Nothing will get to Crosshair while the inhibitor chip is activated. So he shoots, there's this big battle. And the Kaminoans wants Echo alive. Wants to capture Echo. So that's part of the reason why Crosshair and the Empire are there. Is to intercept Omega. And in this fight, Crosshair gets injured, and by the end of the episode we see him bandaged. So the fight still goes on. Once the fight starts, it still essentially goes on with the clone troopers, which I'm honestly wondering when we're going to see the clone troopers in the Empire transition into stormtroopers. Because, that's supposed to be a transitional part for, Star Wars, in the Star Wars universe, one of the biggest transitional times ever. Because the Clone Wars just ended, and the Empire taking over. And at some point between the end of Revenge of the Sith and I guess I can say Rogue One, they pushed out the clone troopers, right? And brought in the stormtroopers. So I'm just wondering when in the Star Wars timeline that is. What is it? Was it 10 years before the events of the original trilogy? 15 years? Because there's a 20-year gap between Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One / New Hope. So I'm just wondering. But anyways, going back to the episode, then we see Cad Bane, which we have not seen since the Clone Wars. And I thought that was pretty cool. Oh snap, we get to see Cad Bane, and he is one of my favorite bounty hunters. It would be cool to see Cad Bane and Boba duke it out. Having that lost story arc that was supposed to be in Clone Wars be in this show, because that was one of my criticisms with Rebels, for example. They could have had Boba Fett more in that show, but they didn't. They didn't. They literally didn't have Boba Fett in the show. This is a Bad Batch. We could see Boba Fett starting his bounty hunter career solo. We saw him starting out his bounty hunter career in the Clone Wars, with overseeing them, when he was trying to avenge his father's death by trying to kill Mace Windu. That was a brief start, but I would love to see Boba Fett actually starting his bounty hunter what's it? Bounty hunter career solo in this episode, in this series. Perfect time to do that. Because now, I think it's been confirmed that Cad Bane dies to Boba. So they can use this show, the Bad Batch show, to show us how that happens. And of course, have to potentially have the Bad Batch being around. Maybe have the Bad Batch enlist the help of Boba Fett, or maybe the reason why Boba Fett is helping the Bad Batch because Omega's a clone, and these clones and Omega are the closest things Boba has in reminder of Jango outside of his armor. So he helps the Bad Batch, and maybe that will be a way to see Cad Bane die and have Boba in the series. I don't know. There's 8 more episodes, I think. 8. I think there's 8. There's gonna be 16 episodes. But anyways, so we see Cad Bane. Him and Hunter gets into this little western shootout where they look at each other eye to eye with their hands by their holsters, and boom! But here's the thing: Hunter shoots one of the droid's legs, the droid that we seen in the Clone Wars that helped Cad Bane infiltrate the Jedi Temple. While Cad Bane shot Hunter. And then Cad Bane... Hunter survives. Cad Bane also, tranquilizes Omega. And Omega, of course, gets passed out, and he takes her. And then the end of the episode is the Bad Batch rescues Hunter. Hunter saying to Wrecker, "They got her. They got Omega. We gotta save her." And Wrecker says, "Who got her? Crosshair? The bounty hunter." And end of the episode. And I gotta say, this is a pretty good episode. I enjoyed this. My personal favorite episode is actually the last episode where we got to see Wrecker inhibitor chip activating and letting having us see him go wild. That's my favorite episode so far. But yeah, this is a pretty good episode. I don't really have any specific theories for next or for Friday's episode. Again, it would be cool to have that Boba Fett theory that I had in this series. Maybe in episode 9. Who knows? Because this would be a pretty good time to bring in Boba Fett and doing the whole killing Cad Bane story arc that Dave Filoni wanted in the Clone Wars to happen, but in the Bad Batch. So who knows? Who knows? I am excited to see what this Friday's episode has in store. So, what do you guys think about the Bad Batch Season 1, Episode 8, Reunion? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, please give this a thumbs up. I will be doing more and more of, I will be covering the Bad Batch until, whenever it's over. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later, taters.